What is going on, everybody? Jedi from the block here, bringing you another Smite build video. I am bringing you one on the new god Achilles. I have waited to bring him out. I want to put out a little other content first. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button one time for me. Leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the video. I'm just going to be making all these videos. All my videos are short and sweet. I know you guys prefer it like that. Right now, I'm going to show you guys how I use Achilles in game. I played some good games with him. I had a couple good matches with him, so I figured this build would be useful for you guys. So go ahead, let's check it out. Here we go. So my first item or ability that I like to get, I definitely like to start myself off with the 1, just because I like to have the cone. That's a good spread damage. Very useful to me. Your buff is your choice when you want to get it. I usually go. This is how I usually do it. I usually do 1, 3, 2. That's usually how I do it. It works because then you have your dash to get away during combat. It's also very good. So then just do it like that. 1, 3, 2. And obviously fill them all up. But, put your alt in there, like I say in all my videos, every single time you can. One of the big benefits with Achilles is he has 2 types of, his passive is 2 types. You can have damage or you can have extra defense. I go damage every time because my build is basically a good 50-50 build with defense and attack. So here we go. Without further ado, we're getting to the items here. Let's go ahead and get it started. Warrior Tabby, physical power, obviously. Next up, breastplate of valor. Just because I like the physical protections there, but it's also because it gives me a good cooldown reductions. I like my cooldown reductions, especially when I can have defense with it. My next item, we're gonna go with Jotun's Wrath, or Jotun's Wrath. We're gonna go with that just because I want the cooldown, physical penetration, and the physical power. Next up, go ahead and get ourselves right here, Stone of Gaia. Now, Stone of Gaia is just because I want to be able to have the health come back in. You're also going to get 400 health with this. You definitely want to keep that up because if you get knocked up or knocked back or pulled or grabbed, you gain 50% of your maximum health over the next 10 seconds. That is the best because, honestly, half the time you're playing, you're getting knocked back, you're getting thrown up, you're getting fucking grabbed or pulled. It always happens. Someone has those abilities, so you're always gonna get you're always gonna get that 15% of your maximum health during that time. Obviously, it's once every 60 seconds, but during that time span, every 60 seconds goes by fast. But you regenerate 0.3% of your health, every second, so you're always pumping up the health. So definitely get that. So now you have a little bit of damage, you have some good defense, you have health. You're a solid build. You're at 2,500 health. Now, obviously, I'm going to what your max build would look like. This is what your maxed out character would look like. But during the process, I tell you exactly how it should happen. But as I go on, this is how I go with my build. Because the reason why I go with Breastplate of Valor like second is because you're right early on. You're worried about farming. That's the main thing. Is you're farming. You want to maintain yourself with defense just in case you take some hits out there from the enemy gods or the minions. Next up, I go with Jotun's Wrath just because I want to be able to do a little bit of damage. I also want to have the cooldown rates. I also want to be able to have the mana to stay out there. Then with Gaia's Stone, the Stone of Gaia, you want to be able to maintain health. You want to keep yourself out there, stay strong. Also, it's always nice to have health regeneration. Next up, I like to go with I don't go with Void Shield. I'm not a big fan of it. Not my thing. But Shifter Shield, just because you get the 35 physical power, but you also get 15 physical protection. But the best benefit here is the passive. When you're over 50% health, you gain 35 physical power. So you're gonna get yourself 70 physical power off of this. And then when you're under 50%, you're gonna gain 35 physical and magical protection. So it helps you out in the end. So you always the reason why I do this is because with the Stone of Gaia, you're always keeping your health, should be keeping your health over 50. So you're also getting good defense with this, but you're also going to be getting good damage as well. So it's always beneficial to have. I think it's useful. Most people, they use that with Chalk. I like using it with Chalk. That's like one of my favorite things. Or if you have another god you like to use, for instance, I think there's a couple of I like to use it with Bacchus, not bad. That's probably about it, actually. Bacchus is one of my only other favorites to use it with. So for the last item, there's 2 choices you can get. Now, I typically go with one of these is usual. Basically, it depends on who you're going up against. Now, if you're fighting, for instance, a heavier set enemies, I would definitely go with right here, the Bulwark of Hope. Just because you're going to get health, you're going to get protection and crowd reduction. But you also gain a shield when your health hits below 30%. So it's one of those things again where all your items are working together. It's pretty much set how you want to use them because you remember you're also getting a damage buff from Achilles' passive. So it's going to give you guys enough damage. You should be doing enough damage out there to stay out there. So health is one thing with him that I like to use. So again, especially with Shifter Shield and Stone of Gaia, Stone of Gaia, they all three of these items will work together to kind of keep you alive as much as possible. That's the reason why I like using them. So if you're somebody who likes to combine items, these last three are very useful in as far as what I see, because you want to keep your health up to keep your damage up. But if you do get low in health, if you get below 50%, you're gonna get that 35 magical and physical protection. Plus, you get a 15 more because of that with your physical. So, and then this kicks in. You get the shield buff. And that's another thing that's really good. But you're also getting magic protection. So it's just another thing you have to think about is your combinations of how you use them. If I'm not gonna use that, say I'm playing against somehow a team that I'm playing against they picked Assassin, Hunter, and Mage, there's no tank, then I'll be comfortable enough to go ahead and get myself Mass Immune. Now, Mass Immune's good because it's going to give you 50 physical power, it's going to give you 100 health, but it's going to increase your movement speed as well. And then for each enemy god within 55 units, you gain a stacking buff. It provides 7 magical and 7 physical protection. The reason why I like that is because you're getting that physical power, and you're also getting health. So if I'm, like I said, if I'm playing against that, I will get that. I'm just going to show you what it's like if I'm playing against a mage. Obviously, that's what our dummy raw is. My items that I like to get for any type of warrior or guardian or tank is Sanctuary. Oop, push back. Sanctuary and... Why am I acting like... There we go. And we go with Shield of Thorns. I like Shield of Thorns because it helps if you're getting your ass beat. And like I said, with those last two should keep you in the game long enough for, obviously, if you're getting pulled, you're going to get the health, shift your shield. But, again, the last two should help you when with the thorns going, because what's going to happen is you're going to be able to activate that and keep yourself alive. Now, what I'll do is I'll just come over here. I'm going to let Rob beat my ass a little bit. Now you see the health down there. It's going up fast. Now if you're running away, you should be fine. No, we're just waiting. Should be coming up on that buff soon. I think what, 1300? Why'd he stop hitting me? The glow. Oh, you stopped hitting me.
More armor means I can fight more agile against these enemies.
You can really see just your basic attack doing a lot of damage. And then we'll just use our all. Kill. But yeah, with this build, I don't know. I feel like it does enough damage. It keeps you in the game. Your health is always your health is always staying up. You don't have to really worry about going back too much. Like, look at your health. Look at that shit just go up. Like, just not even be, like, say you're not fighting because everyone's moved away or gone back. The amount of time it takes to regain all your health, your mana's going up, your health's going up. It's useful to have a good, solid build. Damn. But yeah, definitely try this build out, guys. Definitely take this build for a spin, see what you can do with it. I'm telling you, it's useful. It's not a lie. This build is one of my favorite builds to use. It's pretty strong, and you can use this build with Chalk as well. So if you're a fan of Chalk, be sure to check this build out with Chalk. I will make a video showing you exactly how I use it with Chalk. But this is one of my favorite builds for Achilles. It is very useful. It is very strong. It will keep you in the game. So be sure to check it out. Be sure to use it every once in a while. Give it a run for its money. See how I'm telling you guys. I don't make videos to lie about how my builds work. I don't need to do that. I like to put as much of my effort into making a build as much as I can to showing you guys the truth, because that just brings you back to watching my videos. But again, you guys, If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button one time for me. Leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you're not new, someone's been with me since day one. Thank you so much for watching. Jedi out.